So wellness app that motivate. So I'm an associate professor with the wellness department. I teach health and physical education over mainly at Novak, and also some in the building where nurses and so forth are getting their students instructed. Continuing education as well. So I've been at the college for 3 years. So this is my third year. And this is my first time presenting for the professional development. And why I submitted this kind of proposal for wellness apps is simply because we are in these times and I needed some ideas for my students. I teach youngsters, mainly high school right now, and also some of the adults classes to come up with some ideas for them, what they can do outside of, you know, college when they can't be there, and also at home, simply because a lot of us are not able to go to the gyms and manage our lives the way we used to before COVID. So these are definitely unprecedented times. And on that note, I'm going to move this up here. This is basically me. You don't have to obviously answer this, but just think to yourself, how are you feeling these days? We have all these different emotions and happy, anger, sad. I mean, I've been going through all of these depending on the day and what's been going on. And things keep changing, it seems like, and there's a lot of turmoil as a nation aside from COVID. So, but COVID related, this, if your year has been anything like this is pretty much my year. In the beginning, March, February, I guess we first started hearing about COVID. And then I just felt like, what's happening? What's going on? And no one knew anything. And it was just a big woof that basically got at us. And we had to be teaching at home and everybody was scrambling. Unless you had something already set up pretty good, you were scrambling to figure it out. And then the craziness with the TP crisis, I had no toilet paper at all. And I hadn't bought any. And so I was running around like a maniac just hunting for the toilet paper. And I think I went to, I don't know, 10 stores one day trying to find some. That was bananas. I ended up buying it on Amazon, but it took about 2 months for it to get here. So that was no good. But then I felt really accomplished. Yay, I made it through the semester. I never thought that I was going to have to do this again. And I was still at home. Everybody was quarantining and only went out when I had to. But then I started feeling crazy. Like, I need to see people. I'm a social person. I like to interact. And I was going to start crazy. So masks on and trying to meet people, socially distance, having your little, gatherings. My son was graduating from high school. And so we had like maybe 6 adults and 4 kids outside around fireplaces and fire pits, trying to celebrate him a little bit. And he had to do this outdoor, at least he got a stage to go on. But it was nice that something was happening, because it was going, if you're like me, I was going crazy. And then it just felt like it was keeping going, that summer, and then all the turmoil socially. So this was me for a little bit there in August and training. And now I'm feeling zoomed out, and we're in Zoom right now, but this is our platform. So we're going to try to make the best out of it. But I feel a little drained from time to time. So I started now noticing that I really need to take a look at some of my habits, what I'm doing and what I can do. And this is where the wellness apps came into play, where I started researching. And one of the reasons is that you might relate to this too. I've gained, I call it the COVID-19. Not 19 pounds, but almost. It's just what happens. And for me, when I get stressed, I tend to rely on a lot of comfort foods and too much to drink, and stressing out and thinking and so forth. So I had to really start taking a look and practice what I preach in my classes. What can I do, and what are some things that I can do right now to help me that I can't do, I normally can't do. I didn't go to the gym anymore and so forth. So basically for myself, then it was time to take charge. What can I do? And because it's becoming a ticking time bomb, really, the stresses and being overwhelmed and everything, and the bills and just anxiety in general, because the world really feels crazy right now. And really what we need to start thinking about is that we can really just focus on our little world and what we can do, and to make sure we are taking care of us, right? And that is where this comes into play, the health habits that you have. And they may be really great. Some people, some of my students, they actually said that this was an opportunity for them to really focus on themselves and health health wise, and working on good habits at home, and they've been healthier than they normally are. And other people, their stresses have not really led to a good thing for their health. And if, by the way, if you want to, anytime, just unmute yourself and ask questions, especially when we get into the apps. And I'm actually going to show you on my phone. I figured that out too, how to share my phone, what they look like. So if you have any questions, just unmute yourselves and start chatting and talking to me if you want to. So here's where we're at, health habits. I'm going to share with you 12 wellness apps that I've been researching. And some of them, I'm focusing on apps that are free. And when you're dealing with free apps, a lot of times you have that annoying kind of, that pops up, all the little ads and so forth are coming at you. So if you're okay with that, then free apps is a good way to go. They also, some of them have these trials that you can try, and then you have to pay. And at least that way you can try to see if there's something that you might use. And if it's not, then you know this is not for you, and make sure you cancel it before you get that bill for it. But I was trying to look at things that deals with both the physical, like like you saw me there with the weight gain aspect, the health and wellness, you know, fitness and so forth, but also hiking and regular habits in general, mindfulness stuff and yoga. So a little bit of everything, just to make sure that I've covered a spectrum. So I've tried different things in the past few months and see what might work. The first one I haven't, but it's a really, really good app that I saw got really, really good reviews. It costs $4.99, and I haven't tried it yet because I'm a cheap, so I don't want to spend any money on apps. But this one you can basically, it's called Streaks, and it helps you manage just about any habit, whether it's reading a book every day. It reminds you of that. So you can track up to 12 different habits at one time. I tell my students is to try to focus on one thing that you're trying to change, and not try to change too much at once, because then you end up just, you know, not being able to focus, and it's going to be too much for you. So one thing to be successful at, and 12 days is actually a really good. I tell my students when they do their SMARTS goal to just do 2 weeks initially for one goal. Otherwise, then you get kind of focused, and you can maintain that, and so success builds on the next success, so to speak. So 12 days streak is what they want you to do, and it gives you reminders if you're forgetting, and you can customize it to kind of build, you know, whatever it is that you want to have as a habit: drinking water, going for walks, reading a book, talking to mom, whatever it is, whatever habit you have. But the unfortunate thing is there's no free version. The next one that we have is something I just tried, and I don't know if you can see here, I actually did win this one. This is kind of cool. I didn't know that this existed actually, but you can actually win money for creating a health habit. Did you guys know that?
Mm.
Yeah, no?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, and there's different ones that you can get, different sort of, I think there's different websites and stuff too that you can get different coupons and things for different stores. But this one, and there's the next one I'm going to share with you as well, is called Diet Bet, and you bet on yourself to lose weight. And I just finished this. I just weighed in, and the last weigh-in day is today. So I'm going to see tomorrow if I won anything. I mean, you win your bet back, and then you win whatever is left in the pot. So I'm kind of excited. It was up to $120,000 because the person leading it was one of the famous trainers. And then each individual can actually start your own. You can start your own game as well, and then you can get more money because you get more of the pot than if you are just a participant. But basically, what you do, there's different challenges starting soon, and when you, I'm going to show you on my phone at the end. Um, and then you can start your own challenge, like I said, and you can challenge your friends to join this challenge. You can have, like, we can do something at PGCC where, yeah, I don't know, actually be a good idea. We can start something, people are interested, and then challenge each other and put a pot of money in, and then celebrate at the end. Maybe we can go, I don't know, do some kind of celebration when we can't see each other. Um, You have to lose about 4%. And each bet basically is adjusting that. There's also going to be one that you can do for 6 months and you have to lose 10%. That one you do monthly weigh-ins to, and you pay, I think, every month as well, your amount. You can bet up to, I don't know, 100 or something dollars. Each bet is going to be a little bit set up a little bit different. And then it looks kind of like a Facebook group where you post updates and you support each other. And um, I don't know, you don't want to support each other because you don't want other people to win because they want more in the pot, but you actually do support each other and everybody's helping out. So the thing is, a lot of people are successful. So most people just make, a modest amount, maybe double the bet. But even so, when you put money into something, researchers actually said that you are more likely, because you don't want to lose that money, to stick to it. So it's like a motivating factor. I mean, honestly, I know what to do. I'm a personal trainer. I know what to do. And so many people that are in health and wellness know what to do. It's just different when you're dealing with yourself. I need motivation. I need something to have me stick to it and hold me accountable. And this was the thing that seemed to be working this summer or this fall, I guess. Also, if you start your own game, you can make 5 to 20% of the pot. So this woman that hosted this particular um, um, diet bet that I was in, she probably is going to make $20,000. But of course, she's a fitness trainer, pretty famous one, so it's a bit different. And I wanted to see.
Did you say $20,000?
I know, right?
I'm joining today.
I know, right? You actually have to. So I was looking, actually, let me see if I can share that with y'all. That's a person as a famous personal trainer with, gosh, what is that? I didn't use her program, but it's like beach body type exercises. And so you could do that and sign up for her program too. And I think DietBet actually takes about 25% of the pot as well and split it with the one that's hosting. But that's the thing, the way to make money here is not necessarily to be a participant, but it's the one that's hosting it as well. But most of us don't really have a following unless you're an influencer. I don't know. So we'll see. Let me see if I can share that with you. Diet bets. I wanted to share that. That's not what I wanted. Let me see if I can minimize that for a second. All right, so I'm going to share, new share. And I'm going to share diet bet. All right, hopefully this works. Are you able to see this? No, yes. Are you seeing diet bet at all?
I saw it, but it disappeared.
Yeah, it's here.
It's there?
Yes, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. Thank you. So basically, this is a website, and also you also have it on your phone, obviously, but you can join on the website as well. But it's easier to just have it on your phone. And it basically explains, this is Transformer. That's the one that you do for 10% of your body weight. And you have to do it for 6 months. And this is the one I did, Kickstarter, and you have to lose 4%. And when you host a diet bet, that's when you basically, what we could do here, I guess, at PDCC as well, if anybody's interested. And like I said, my pot it started out being 20,000, and then it just kept growing. People started joining it, and it was 117,000. And then we share whatever. I don't know what's going to be yet because the last day to weigh in. And so I'll tell you if I become rich. I don't know. Maybe not. But a lot of people won. 4% is doable for most. But the host definitely gets a lot more money. And so right now, what's going on are these different. So this one, most of the bets are $35. Some are $100. But this was really fun. This is a Kickstarter one. These are the ones that are going for 6 months. The Kickstarter might be easier to start. So these are, I don't know who these people are, but if you feel inspired to join a particular person, they look like they have figured it out and the bet looks good and, a lot of money in the pot, then definitely, why not, right?
Marsha, let me get out my calculator.
Dude,
I
I'm
know.
challenging Marvin tonight.
I'm telling you, this is a motivating thing. And first of all, you have to put money to join it, and then you can win. And you're just like, so this is motivating. Let me tell you, when you're reaching for that cookie, and you're like, I want my money back first of all, and I want to win. So yes, it's definitely for me. It worked clearly because I did get that that win.
Well, I'm in one now, not making any money. I need
Say
to join
what?
also. I'm in one now, and I'm not making any money.
You're not making any money,
Because it's not set up like this.
really?
Yeah, I'm in
Okay.
a plan doing well. I need to move over and make some money.
Yes, you do. You
Eat a
do.
little bit more and then lose the weight I've lost already.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can get back to what I was sharing here on my screen. Because you're not seeing the screen, right? Are you seeing the diabetic PowerPoint now?
Yeah,
I
we're
see
back
it.
on the
Yeah.
Yeah, we see it.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get back to that then. Okay. The next one is very similar. And it's called, I haven't tried this one. It's called Healthy Wage. And you tend to lose a little bit more, or I mean, win a little bit more, 3 times more in general. But you have to, and it seems to be, I guess, a little bit easier, not as strict as Diet Bed with these check-ins, and you have to weigh in, kind of like Weight Watchers, where you have your check-ins and weigh in. The thing that people can do, though, they can try to lose way too much weight in the end because they realize it's coming to an end, and that can be unhealthy, obviously. But you can enter a lot of challenges at the same time. You have to pay for them, though, all of them. But this is another way to also, and it's basically here, it's talking about that you're much more likely to reach your goal if you head to that diet bed, or if you bet on your weight loss. So the difference between them really is that one, you have some options in the length, and this one, Healthy Wage, it's 6 months, 10% no matter what. But this one is considered a bit more lenient and easier, and this one is kind of, diabetes is more strict. You have your weigh-ins. The thing that is different too, though, if you start really getting, if you're an influencer, for example, or you have your own, I don't know, gym or whatever it is, or people that you train, then this might be a good way to start hosting, because you can make money off a diet bet, but you can't do that in Healthy Wage. But anyways, so these are the diet loss type things where you can win money. So these are really good things if you need that motivation to just keep going when things are getting tough and the cookies are staring you in the face. The next thing is you might have heard about this. I haven't tried it myself simply because it costs money. But it has some success rate, and it's more for long-term approaches, Noom. And it's basically saying the diet bets and so forth tend to lead to what you see up here in the corner. It's the yo-yo dieting. What happens is you go on a diet, you lose weight, and then you get back to your weight, and then you gain more weight than you did before because you lost muscle mass and you have less metabolism, and then you lose weight again, and then you go up and down, up and down. So you go on all these diets throughout your life, and that's what a lot of people tend to do when they go on these restrictive, full-fledged diet. So what Noom tries to do is to educate and do a long-term, slower approach, which is fairly healthy. I did start this a little bit. I just wanted to see what it was about. So I completed this questionnaire, and it was talking about everything from lifestyle to what you prefer when you get stressed, what you like to exercise with, and blah, blah, blah. So it was very personalized. And I like that, because sometimes it can be very generic when you try to sign up for some of these services. So I think you get what you pay for in this case. It also then gives you a food plan, suggests what you're supposed to eat, and encourage you that physical activity, the motivating factor every day, and reinforces that healthy habit and healthy thinking through some positive feedbacks every day. And you also get your own coaches and community support, similar to what I was talking about, Diet Bet, where you talk to other people. But they don't have a free version. Sometimes they have different deals. So normally it's about $99 for 2 months. And so when you sign up for it, it gives you kind of like what it's going to cost based on how long it's going to take you to reach your goal and what that's going to cost, and then you can commit to it. So the average person with Noom tends to have more long-term success. As you can see, the restricted diet goes up and then or down and then up, and then noon goes down long term. And you log your foods and so forth as well. And then we have the do-it-yourself thing completely. And you might have heard about Fitness Pal. It's fairly popular. A lot of people use this, and I use it as well. It doesn't give you that motivating factor to stay away from the foods you know you shouldn't be eating. However, unless logging itself is a motivating factor for you, and for a lot of people, it can be. If you see how many calories and fat grams and so forth that you put into your daily intake, it can be a motivating factor to kind of slow down, and you see where you're at, so it's tracking you. That's what Weight Watchers also kind of, they have a different approach with points, but this one you just basically be able to see what your intake is for the day, and to stop at a certain point. And you set your goals as well. You set your goals, how many calories per day you're supposed to eat, and what you want, how quickly you want to lose it. So what you do, you just log your meals, water, exercise sessions, and they have a multitude of exercise sessions in there that you can do. And you get basic nutrient information with the free version. They also have an upgraded subscriber version. And if you can see here, this big circle is talking about the macronutrients, carbohydrates, fat, and protein, and gives you a breakdown. And then you log, and you can scan. So if you have cereal or whatever, you scan it, and then you enter how many servings you eat, and then it pops in there, and you can have favorite foods and have the same breakfast every day, although you should have a variety. But it's fairly easy to use. But again, it doesn't have that accountability factor that I really needed to really get myself kickstarted in this. So Diet was good for me.
Does it?
Any questions?
Yeah. Does this is Rachel? Does the MyFitnessPal have a thing on it where you can put in like your weight and height and stuff, so that it can give you a basic how many calories you need that day for you? Yeah.
So you rate your activity level, how many times a week you do want to work out, what you weigh, and then it gives after each day too. What you do, you click complete diary at the bottom, and it gives you kind of like, if every day was today, then it would take you so many weeks to reach your goal. So you can kind of see where you go, and it's those are saying, so to speak, every day is motivating you as well. Oh, today wasn't too bad. I can do this. I can eat like this. I'm feeling pretty good. And it's educational if you really analyze what you eat and how much more you can eat if you eat the healthier foods that are less in calories, more nutrient dense. So if you have a boatload of something, my students, we did a fast food kind of analysis, and they were really shocked that salads have a lot of calories simply because they pour a lot of dressing on it, and they realized it was worse than the hamburger. So it's what you put, so it's educational in a way too, if you really look at what you put into it, and if you really measure everything. A lot of us are underestimating our food intake, and some people are, eating more than they put down. Yes.
Right. And does this app, or is there an app that gives you like videos of workouts that you can do?
Yeah, and this one does too. And I'm going to show the workouts videos in a minute here as well, for sure. Yeah, so this one has cardio workouts and things like that. I'm see if what time is it, so I'll move on very quick. Okay. So at the end, I'm going to show you some of the apps that I have on my phone up on the screen, so you can take a look at it. This is what I use for I was looking at something, Map My Fitness. There's also Map My Walk, Map My Run, Map My Bike. These are free from Under Armour, and I use this particular one for my students for their fitness logs. So I can see where they've been walking. Not everybody has a smartphone now, so I do a little, those questionnaire in the beginning, and maybe 2 or 3 do not, so I have to do some alternative thing with them, but most of them do have it, so I can see how far they walk when they walk. It's not punitive in any way if you can't walk a certain speed, but just the fact that I want people to be moving and outside of class. And then here you can log any type of workout, not just walking, running, and the things that logs, but you can track where you walked and how fast you walked and so forth, if that's your thing, or running, biking, and anything. They also have videos of and you can log regular strength training sessions, workout sessions as well, for sure. So you can then the reps, sets, and so forth. So this is a good way also to keep a digital. You used to have those books when you went to the gym and log what you were doing. This is another way to keep track, and you just have your phone with you. And the good news is it's free. So again, I use this for my students, and they seem to like it. And even though we did that initially, and now it's not a requirement, we're doing something different. They a lot of them still use it, so that's good. Another thing that I found was interesting, and this is an exercise video app. I don't know if you've heard about the 7-minute workout. It's like a high intensity workout that seemed to be just as effective as running for 30 minutes, according to research. So if this is you and you just want to do something quickly for 7 minutes, then this is your thing. It shows you about, included in the app, the free app. It has about 1,000 different 7-minute fitness routines, high intensity fitness routines. There is a standardized or a classical, I guess, 7-minute workout that you can find on YouTube. So I've done that a few times with my students as well. And it's, the way you go through the exercises is pretty high intensity, but you just do for 7 minutes and then you're done. Anybody can do that, right? But you can also adjust it to different intensity levels, and you can do a warm-up included in it. You can have some challenge levels and so forth, and you can share the workout with your friends. So if you have a partner in crime that's trying to get you to move and they're trying to move, you send each other what you've done with your progress. That can be an accountability factor that gets you motivated to do it as well. I used to have a neighbor who got me up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, and that was great because I didn't want to disappoint her. So I got up and I didn't want to, and that's how I got to the gym. And she's not here anymore, so I'm not at the gym, and now I can't, but I used to every day, 5 o'clock, because that was her thing. So we motivated each other. Anybody else who has a friend like that? You need to have a friend like that. If you don't have one. All right. The next thing, anybody here that likes to run and you just don't know, I'm basing a lot of these apps based on beginners, by the way. So Couch to 5K, it's also a free app. So if you want to be a runner, I've had some surgery on my lower legs, so I can't really run anymore. I used to be a triathlete, but if you have a dream of being able to run that 5K and you're really a couch potato, this app will get you a systematic program on how to do that safely. And it's basically the best part, you need to have a gym membership. You go out a lot. I see a lot more people out on the trails. That seem to be on bikes, as we know, are hard to come by these days, although I've seen a few more in the stores. So people are outdoors more, trying to get their fitness in through the outdoors. So jogging is a good way to get your cardio in. And this one is a great, I haven't tried this myself simply because I can't run, but I've heard great things about it. And it also has a built-in music player, and that can be important. Oh, that's the same thing with the 7-minute workout thing. You can get your own music from your phone to play in the background that slows down or lowers the volume when he's talking. So that's really good. So this is a good one to get people motivated to run their first 5K. Any runners here? Yes, no? Not anymore? Anybody likes yoga?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So some people, this is mainly for beginners. Like I said before, I'm focusing on beginners, but this one is a free subscription, or free and has a subscription version as well. But daily yoga is really, really good for, I've tried it a few times. It has level 1 and 2, and mainly for people that are starting their yoga practice. So maybe not for people that are advanced, they might find it a little boring. But it has a video component detailing how to do the poses. And you can extend from just a few minutes to 60 minutes. So depending on your time, you do your thing with it. And yoga is really good too for stress management. And it focuses, because you have to be so present in it. You have to focus on the breathing, and you have to focus on how your muscles are moving. So you kind of get your mind off of the stresses of the world. So it's kind of like a meditative state when you're doing yoga. So it can be awesome where we're at with our lives right now. All right, do I have any hikers here? Anybody likes hiking? We're going out in the trails. I've found some awesome trails. So this is I also have All Trails, which is another really, really good app. The reason why I chose the hiking project is that this one works in airplane mode. So when you go out, I don't know if you're like me and you're looking at your phone and you go, whoops, I don't have any service. I don't seem to have service a lot these days. Same with my internet seems to be dying off and on. But the hiking project is a really, really cool app that lets you explore different areas all over the United States. And once you download a particular map, you can then have that, and it's not, you know, you don't have to, I don't know how, I guess it's witchcraft, I don't know how it knows where you're at on the trail in airplane mode, but it does. So it's really odd, but it definitely is a really good app. And I'm going to show you this one too. It's really cool. And you can see here around our area, we have a lot of different parks. And of course, as you move more towards Virginia and the Blue Ridge Mountains, you have Shenandoah, you have a lot more trails. I went overnight hiking in the Shenandoah in September. That was really interesting. It's supposed to be a beginner hike. It ended up being nothing like it. I couldn't walk for 2 days and I have a blue toe, but it was fun. I had fun. Stayed overnight with one of those meetup groups with a mask, socially distancing. Interesting. But I am social. I need to get out. All right. So if you are more into trying some meditation and you need some help with your life coaching and so forth, Aura is an app that I just I haven't paid for it. I think I need to because I really like what I'm getting from it. You start out filling in kind of your interest. So this is just a screenshot from when I was first signing up for it. What you're interested in and why you're doing, you know, what you want to have more focus on in your meditative. It's more guided meditations where it's talking to you and motivational. So the life coaching sessions are this. So the free ones are 3 minutes, and once you sign up, you can get the 7 and the 10-minute sessions of meditation, but also life coaching. And sometimes it has stories. It has motivational stories of things that has happened. So, and the interesting thing is that it gives you, even in the free version, access. I'm supposed to get like a 7-day free trial. I never signed up for that, but I keep having it in my app. And every time I click on it, I keep having a free option to do 3 minutes of something, which is really good. Like the breathing we did this morning, just a few minutes of something can really get you shifted in your stress level. And what I keep getting is these reminders. And when I click on the reminder in my email, it pops a 3-minute session. It asks me how I feel, and then it bases my meditation based on my feeling that particular hour. So it's great. It's very definitely accommodating. So I might have to pay for it. I think it's like $59 for a year and then $11 a month. So I might do the yearly one. But you do have the option of doing the free one. And then you might have heard about, this is fairly common too, Headspace. Headspace is, it's really educational. I tried the free version. I went through all of the different, because I was thinking about doing this for my students as well, where it talks about what it is to be meditating. So as you're going through the meditations, it's telling you that it's okay to have mind wandering and what to think about and not get frustrated and so forth. So it's really, really good and it's educational. So for a beginner meditator, this is a good way to start. So it has these free versions that you can get and you can unlock different ones as you go along that are more advanced. But it has like I said here, the limited number of free meditations, not medications, meditations, sorry, per day. Okay. And so let me show you. So I'm going to show you actually my phone. Let me see. Get you to a particular app here. Let's see if I can share the phone. If it works. Oops. in. Share screen. I'm going to share my phone. Share. Are you able to see that?
Yes. Yes.
Good, good. Okay, now it doesn't want to work. Okay, that's my doggy. All right. So simply yoga. So, oh, it started. I already. So this post basically just gives you information on how to do each exercise. It has these little apps, as you can see in the bottom, that's talking about Google and so forth. Next one, level 1, right? So it gives you all these different poses. And then home, go back, and you can choose which one you want to do of these different routines. And again, it has a other option as well with, oops. And then aura. So aura is probably gonna, my nickname is Kajsa. I know in English, I'm from Sweden, you probably hear my accent. So Kajsa is probably pronounced Kajsa here, but Kajsa is my nickname. So share emotion. So if you're feeling, let's say, okay, it's going to give you then a particular affirmation, and then you're going to press that, and then you're going to go through 3 minutes, and it gives you one every 2 hours. All right, and then Headspace, same thing. Oh, tell me to vote. Everybody voted. Don't forget. And then letting go of stress. So it has these different apps. This one is actually, is it? No, it's locked. So if you see the little lock sign, usually it's 10 to 20 minutes, it would be locked. But this one, the basics, is a free one that has the different courses or different sessions that you can take. And you can do the free trial, obviously. But as you can see, different ways of starting a meditative practice if this is something you want to try. And it helps you go to sleep as well, as different sessions for that. 7-minute workout. Let's see if this is going to work. So this is what that looks like. It's a free workout thing. For 7 minutes.
What is the icon for the 7-minute workout? Because there's a lot of them in the App Store.
It is. Let me see. Looks like that.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So 7-minute workout. So when you click on that, and let's say you want to do a warm-up. And you look down and you see, oh, I want to do my music here. So I'm going to click on my music. It's going to start playing. And then I'm going to start my, see how it's going? And then when the first, and that's going to, I don't know if you can hear him. He's supposed to talk better. It's better on the phone, honestly. It's probably not the best music, but oh well. Oops. So on your phone, it actually, you hear him talk better than what it ended up doing on the computer. I guess my volume is down too. So it's basically guiding people to do. And then it shows you what to do. And then next exercise, and then it gives you the 7-minute workout. So this is just a warm up. All right. Oops. And then we have the hiking project. So you can explore, oops, areas, I guess. So this is Maryland that I have on here. That's mainly what we're interested in. But you can, if you go somewhere else, then obviously you can click on those. And you can see as you go into the different areas, it's going to have different trails that you can choose from. And it's going to show you where the parking is and where to go and how to get there, driving directions. That's from my house. So it's really cool and interactive. Let's see. Fitness Pal. I'm at my fitness. Oh, yes, Map My Fitness. So if I was supposed to go now, go for a walk, for example, I'm going to click Start Workout. And it keeps telling me to walk, obviously. And then once I'm done, it gives you also split time per mile, and it gives you average and so forth. I can usually hold to finish, and then it's going to ask me if I want to save the workout. And this is what I do with my students, and then they have to take a photo of themselves up here and smile, and then submit it. Oops, all these ads. So there are some of my workouts that I've been doing, and you can click on each one of them, and you get, oh, here's my boyfriend tonight. Where we've been walking this Sunday, I think it was. All right. And I think that's about it for the apps on my phone. Okay, next thing I wanted to share was, what came over here? All right, so let's go back to the Headspace. All right, so the next slide is going to have a little, why don't I have it up here? There we go. You're not seeing the presentation mode, are you seeing the actual Headspace only, right?
No, we see the presentation mode.
Okay, good. So I would like, if you can, tell me in this form, Google form, if there's anything that I would be interested to see what you guys are interested in trying and download and try for yourselves. I know that the diet bet and healthy weights, especially if you're trying to get on a healthy streak with your diet, might be interesting, and you put a bet in and see what you can win. I'll let you guys know if I win anything. But for here, it's basically a Google form, and if I click on it, it's going to get me somewhere else. But I'm just asking to select one of 3 of these, top 3 that you would want to try. And then if you can, underneath, give me some reasons for it. If it's, I'm stressed, I need to practice more mindfulness, or I need to get my exercise going and I need to start small, or you know, I need to lose weight, or I need to have different habits in place. So whatever it is that you might want to try out of these, just give me a reason. If you want me to, and here is me promising you, if you want me to, I can send you a follow-up. So if you want to provide your name and your email in there too, I will in a month check up with you. And that can be another way of accountability. To see if how you're doing with your app, if you're using it and what's not working, and maybe, you know, I can be kind of like,
put that link in the chat. So that
oh, okay, it doesn't work. Okay, let me see if I can. Oop, let me stop sharing and let's see if I can put that in the. All right, let's go back.
we might be able to click it in the chat and it'll open up the browser.
Oops. What did you say? Let me get out of the presentation mode here. What are you seeing right now? Are you seeing anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Good to know. There you guys are. Okay. So I'm trying to find actual. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the chat. Here is this, and I'm going to highlight that, copy, and put it into the chat. All right, so I'm going to, oh, that's to everyone. Let me see if I can get it to everyone. Everyone. I don't know if this looks like I'm coming to everyone. If I click on this, it doesn't seem to come. Just, oh, no, it's private. Why can't I type to everyone?
You might have to click on the little drop box that say everyone.
Yeah, I did. Everyone publicly, but it just going to you.
I see it for me, yes.
Could you post that?
Let me see.
Because I checked the everyone.
You might not be able to copy and paste.
Oh,
You should have the rights to send it to
I
everyone.
know. It's really weird. I just see,
Is
I don't have, I have
Marvin, you still
message.
there? If Marvin's there, he might be able to do it.
Okay, here we go. Hang on. Okay. All right. There was another one. Okay. Everybody got it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So feel free to check in there and
Yeah,
see
that worked.
okay, awesome. And see which one of these that you might want to try. I would be curious to know. And then if you have any questions, just let me know. You're over here now. Odd.
Definitely trying.
Hi, I was putting in the chat. Do you think some of these apps are available on the computer? Because my phone is really full.
Yes, I know, right? We have a limited capacity. Yes, so most of them are. So for the
Okay.
students who don't have like Map My Fitness, some of my students don't have phones, so I have them use it. And the same with the Diet Bet and all that. They have the
Okay.
the computer version too.
Okay, great. Good
Yeah, yeah.
ideas.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's all get healthy, okay?
That's right.
Focus on yourself. It can get so overwhelming though. So when we are feeling stressed and so forth, that we try to come up with different ideas to kind of refocus. Somebody has class behind you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's all right. Multitasking, I hear you. Any other questions?
Which one of these do you use all of them? Or which ones are you using the most?
So Diet Fit, I didn't use because I did not use their program. I was mainly there just for accountability and to weigh in every week, and then to get support from people. A lot of people there were doing the beach body workouts. So they were sort of, oh, day 3 of 5 and whatever it was they were doing. I just used my own thing, which worked. I know what to do. I just need accountability. So that one I use for that. Fitness Pal is a good one to kind of just every now and then see where I'm at with my food intake. I do use hiking because I like to go hiking. Not my fitness I use all the time because I want to see how fast I'm moving and if I can speed up my time, even though I'm mainly walking and biking as well. I have a road bike.
Is there a cycling one?
Yeah, you can use that for Map My Fitness and cycling as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you care if it's our personal email or do you want our work email?
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the hiking one, is it in all of the states in the United States?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And there's
Great.
another one too that's called All Trails that I also have. It's really good too. I discovered some hiking because in the summer now, because I can't go to the gym, I really wanted to go out more in the woods. But it felt like where am I going to go? I know the parks, but they're kind of boring. But I found all these different trails. I found one. I live close to Annapolis. I didn't know Waterworks, and I said I didn't know this was here. Holy cow! So it's amazing what this. If you look at the positives of this pandemic, it's been that you've been forced to look outside of the box, the usual things, and this is one of them for me. Trying different apps and also trying different areas that I can explore. And so that's been a positive, and try to focus on that the positive that come out of it instead of all the negatives. We tend to get so dragged down with all the politics and all the turmoil and everything we hear in the news. And I also subscribe actually to Good News Network to get me emails every day of just good news that's happening, because I'm tired of hearing just the bad news. Because our brain kind of becomes, the energy around us becomes, if all we see is just negativity. So anything we can do to change the mindset and to develop these healthy habits and control our little corner of the world is really, really good if we can do that. One thing. So try at least one of these would be my suggestion. Anything else?
Do you have the images of what they look like in the app store that you can put up?
Yes, Let me see where it's at. Do you see this?
No.
No. Okay. Let me see. Share. Where's the share button? All right, share. Now you see it, right?
Yes.
All right, good. So Simply Yoga is a little bit off. It's similar to it.
The one I see for that one is a white background with a person in a circle with that same pose. Is that the right one?
Let me see. Yes.
It
That's-
says home vinyasa workouts and classes.
It looks like, see if you can see this if I go really, really close. You see that?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's really good. And that's it for me. I hope you found some inspiration, something that you want to try to work on your
Thank you.
wellness. Yeah, no problem.
I will be challenging somebody soon.
There you go. I hear it.
Trying to make some money.
Just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get you on board. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I might actually throw out a little diet bet here and see how many people want to join it. See what we can do. Get to the pot.
That's cool.
Marshall, bring it on.
I know, right? Yeah. So I think our time is up. So if you don't have anything else, I will say on to the next one and feel inspired and
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too.
Great session, Miss Corinne. It was very informative.
Oh, good.
Yes, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. We had a total of 32 people in
Oh,
attendance.
good. Oh, good. That was more than I thought.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Oh, good, good. Excellent.
Mhm.
Well, I'm glad
Okay,
it-
enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, how do I get out of here?